In this video, we'll be looking at how to create a new organization record. To start, go to Maintain, Master Data, and then Organization to open the Organization search screen. From here, click on the New button at the top of the screen to open the new organization window. Under the Details tab, select the organization category from the drop-down menu, which is set as BUS Business by default. For more information on the organization category, refer to Separate Learning Units. Next, enter the full name of the organization. Then, enter the main address and the UN location code. The envelope icon is used to validate the address entered. If red, the validation is invalid. If orange, it is not verified. If green, then it has been verified. For more information on address validation, refer to a separate learning unit. The organization code will fill in automatically using the first three letters of the first name, the first three letters of the second name, and the UN location port code. Note that the main address must be in English using English characters. Otherwise, you'll receive an error message. Next, enter the controlling branch if required, manually if you know it, or click on the search tile. In our example, we'll leave this blank. Then enter the main contact details, as well as the main language. Next, enter any required registration numbers from this drop-down menu. Please note these options will vary depending on your login country. Within the Organization Type section, you'll see that the Active Client box is ticked by default. This indicates that the record currently has an active status. The National Account box indicates this organization has offices within the same country. Once ticked, the organization code will change from the last three letters of the code to underscore and the country you are logged into. In our example, _US. When the Global Supplier box is ticked, the code will change to include an _WW. This indicates the organization is a worldwide supplier. Organizations cannot be flagged as both national and global. The Temporary Account box, if ticked, will limit the amount of data required in order to save the organization. It's mandatory for a temporary account organization to have at least one of the following boxes ticked: receivables, payables, shipper-consigner, or consignee. Otherwise, you'll receive an error. You must tick at least one other remaining organization type before the system will allow you to save the record. Otherwise, you'll receive the following system prompt. In our example, we'll tick the shipper-consigner, consignee, and sales boxes. Next, click on the Address tab. Here you can store multiple addresses and flag them to show their address capabilities. The address under the Details tab has already populated. This has automatically been ticked as the main address in the Address Capabilities section. When the main box is ticked, it indicates this is the default address for the organization. It's necessary to have one main box ticked on each type of address, with the exception of the miscellaneous address. The Has box indicates that this address has the selected capability. For information on entering additional addresses, refer to a separate learning unit. The tabs below allow you to record further information for this address. Some of the information entered here will then populate on the Cartage Advice document. The Loading/Unloading Constraints tab allows you to detail any constraints from the drop-down menus. You can enter any further information in the Further Constraints free text field. The Warehouse Equipment tab allows you to indicate the availability of warehouse equipment by ticking the relevant boxes. You can also enter other warehouse facilities using the free text field provided here. The Drop Mode tab allows you to enter port transport drop modes. Click on the drop-down menu and enter the drop modes for air, LCL freight, or FCL freight. The Pickup and Delivery tab will enable you to enter multiple time slots in a day or different time slots for days of the week. You can also set pickup and delivery times for all addresses or when not to attend warehouse times. The remaining tabs will vary depending on your login country. For more information on the tabs, refer to separate learning units. Once all addresses have been added, click on the Save button to process your changes. Next, click on the Contact tab and enter the contact name and job title within the grid. Then, under the Details tab on the right, you can enter job title, category, and language. Ensure an email address for the selected contact is entered in order for them to receive document delivery. Additional email addresses can be entered by clicking on the plus button here. Continue to enter any phone numbers in the fields provided. Again, clicking on the plus button will allow you to enter further phone numbers. You can enter further information over to the right, such as the date the contact joined the company. However, these are not mandatory fields. Personal information about the contact, such as birthdays, gender, nationality, as well as any interests and social networks, can be entered within the Personal Information section. In the Document Delivery Details section, you can set the document salutation and default delivery method. You can also set up documents or groups of documents to deliver to the selected contact. For more information on the Document Delivery Details section, refer to another learning unit. Finally, click on the Notes tab to add any specific instructions required for jobs relating to this organization, such as a goods handling instruction. For more information on adding notes to an organization, refer to a separate learning unit. When you're ready, click on the Save button to save your changes.